What's going on, guys? Today we got a brand new install coming for you guys. A lot of you guys have really enjoyed the install series, and I've enjoyed making it for you, and I've enjoyed getting to actually interact with a lot of new subscribers, and that means really a lot to me. So today we're going to be installing the Two Brothers low-end exhaust here on the actual 2018 Honda Grom. So what I went ahead and did is ordered it from Two Brothers. What it is it's the special Chia edition from BakerxDerek. I've always watched BakerxDerek for probably the last 4 or 5 years on his YouTube. He was maybe one of the big guys that got me into riding about 4 to 5 years ago. He was one of the motor vloggers I really personally enjoyed watching. So what I did is I went ahead and ordered the special edition. So we're going to be showing the install actually here on it. What I did is I actually went to a bunch of YouTube videos and I actually just sounded which one I actually liked, and I recommend that you guys do the same because everybody has different sound taste or anything like that. Some are louder, some are more annoying, like a Honda rice fart can, some are not, and generally I like the Two Brothers exhaust more than any others. I really did like the Active Public one, but the Active Public one, they do not make it for the newer exhaust, and I've already contacted them. They said they have no idea if they're going to make it or not. So the best one after that was definitely Two Brothers, and that's why I went ahead and picked it. And of course I saw BakerxDerek's video when he actually went to the Two Brothers factory, so I contacted Danny over there, and we're going to go ahead and pop it in there. So I'll show you how it breaks down. There's only about, it's like 5 or 6 screws all we got to take off here, rip the exhaust off and put it right back on. So here we go. Chill! Alright, first thing we want to go ahead and do is we want to start loosening everything. You don't want to take it all the way off. Let's go ahead and just loosen the bolts because we just want to have them so we can pull them off. There's 2 bolts right here we're going to go ahead and loosen first. Then we're going to loosen up. There's one back here in the middle on both sides. And then you have your final one back here on the exhaust. We're going to be using a 12mm actually adapter to go ahead and take it off. So you're just going to come through and just go ahead and unloosen them, but do not take it all the way off right now. We just want to kind of work our way back so that everything is pretty much loose to go. You can go ahead and take the middle one all the way out, but we'll leave the hanger one on here and then actually take these off at the very last second. So just giving you guys a heads up. Let's go ahead and unbolt the stock exhaust. No more nasty, pathetic stock exhaust. Right, what I went ahead and do so far is I just did a finger loose up here and on the hanger bolt. So what we're going to do now is there's going to be a bolt on each side there, right here. I know you can't see on the camera, but trust me, just go right from the edge of the exhaust. Underneath here is right there, okay? And there's going to be one on, hold on, let me show you, see if I can show you. And there's going to be one on each side. So basically we have to get those out. There's going to be 2 of them. And this is the one you can go ahead and take out. So you're going to need a long extension. I actually had to buy one. So you had to get that nice long extension in there. And then we're just going to slide it deep in there. We're just going to go ahead and loosen it up. And you can go ahead and take this bolt all the way out. Just giving you a heads up. So let's go ahead and loosen it up. And then we'll be ready to go ahead and just ease off the exhaust here in a second. So here we go. Now we eased off those nuts real quick. What we're just going to go ahead and do now is now these are at finger loose. As you can see, we'll take off the front header area first. And then we're just going to take off the actual retaining one. So that's our plan of attack real quick, just to get the rest of the exhaust off. Just put this back here. As you can see, it's loose, ready to go. And then all we're gonna have to do is step over here, and then just, you can ease it off, okay guys, ease it off. There is a nut on the back here, so make sure you get the nut off here. And this is gonna be a really perverted video, by the way, guys, so just letting you know. And we'll just have to ease this bolt out, and the exhaust will just fall out, just like that. There you go. No more stock exhaust. And damn, this thing is heavy. I can start hitting the gym with it. It's so heavy. Alright, so there we go. Now all we gotta do is start bolting on the new exhaust, and we're halfway there. So, the bike is what, 2 weeks old now? We're coming along pretty fast, dumping off all the stock stuff and having a good time at it. So let's go ahead and set up everything for the stock and the Two Brothers exhaust to be installed. I'll see you in 2 seconds. On a quick note, I forgot to let you guys know, you will have to actually remove this part right here where it actually goes in the rubber washer. So what you do is this little part goes to the back, and it just basically sits there and holds your nut. So basically it would sit like this. So just pull this out from the back, and then just kind of work this out with your fingers, and it comes out with ease. Next thing we're going to go ahead and do now is actually install the header pipe. We're going to only install it just so it'll hold the header pipe up, okay? So we're not going to tighten it all the way down. We're just going to have it so it holds itself on there and it will not fall down. Just finger tighten this again, because then what we're going to do is we're going to have to line up the actual exhaust can and stuff like that before we tighten down the header pipe. So giving you all a heads up where we are at this point. Let's go ahead and start doing that. Remember guys, only make it tight enough so it actually will just hold the actual header in place. So I just did finger tighten this down, as you guys got to see. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and be able to line up the actual exhaust can and go from there. So let me go ahead and get on that side and set up everything, and I'll see you in a second. Alright, so here we go. I want to go ahead and show you exactly what you're going to have to do get one of these little small black thing right here. I don't know what you want to call it, proper name for it, some type of nylon washer or whatever. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and thread it through. So what we'll be doing is essentially the exhaust mount will be coming through here, hanging there, and then we're actually going to be using, you're going to have to get an Allen wrench for this. You're going to put it through here, to there, and then through this, another one of those spacers, and it will actually trap and hold the actual exhaust on just like that. So giving you guys a heads up of how it's actually going to go on. Please, I don't know exactly some of the names of them. I know some other nylon washers and some aluminum washers, and we're just going to go ahead and put it on there, and then we'll try and line it up and go from there. So here we go. All right, so here we go. Okay, I'll line it up the best we can through here. So it kind of sits in there. Washer on. And bolt on. Boom. Boom. Now we got to sit there and hold it while we tighten it down, okay? So what we're going to be doing is just holding it down, get our Allen wrench, and just basically tightening it down through here. And then basically that's the way it's going to look. We'll put our little retainer springs on both sides and tighten down the head thing after we get there. Basically we're almost done with this whole build. So easy install, maybe 15 minutes if you know exactly what you're doing. So there we go. Alright, just want to give you guys a heads up, and now that it's, like I said, we didn't really bolt it down all the way. We just used the, I think it's number six Allen wrench, and you have to have a pair of pliers just to hold the back nut from locking. Tighten it down just a little bit, not have to go crazy with it. And then we're going to apply the springs with the actual spring hanger right here. So we'll apply it to both sides, and then what we're going to do is we're going to slowly make sure it's all lined up and start tightening it down. And that's generally it. That is all there is to this build. And then we'll start it up. And well, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and clean it off with some alcohol, make sure there's no like fingerprints or anything like dirty on it. And then we'll start up and we'll let you guys see the final example. So here we go. All right, now that both springs are actually been hung on there, it's actually pretty easy. You'll see them kind of pull it together a little bit. So what I was first noticing was that the exhaust was actually a little bit separated from the actual header pipe. But as the springs come on there, it basically starts tightening itself up there. You can kind of wiggle this around and it actually locks on there pretty singing good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come back and now and start making sure everything is good to go and tighten up all your adapters here, your nuts and stuff like that. And then basically we're going to wipe it down with some alcohol, make sure it's all clean from fingerprints or anything like that. Go ahead, start it up, and just basically generally have some fun on the bike. So here we go. We're almost done here. Like I said, home stretch. Honestly, this is my first exhaust install on a motorcycle. My ZX6R had a M4 exhaust when I bought it, so I didn't have to really do anything to it. So this is the first one I've had to do on a motorcycle, so it's been kind of trial and error for me. Not really too much trial, but just basically more fun than anything. So like I said, all you gotta do is tighten up these two right here, tighten up your back bolt here, and we are done, and then we'll be starting it up. So I'll see you guys in 2. Alright guys, next thing I want to do is go ahead and do is just get some rubbing alcohol just to rub down any fingerprints, stuff like that, because I know my hands have been all over this sucker right here. Basically, I just want to make sure it's going to stay nice, shiny, and clean through the years, because one thing I'm big on is actually detailing, especially on my cars and stuff. You guys might see my YouTube channel, Record79, and I am huge into detailing. And you know, I spend so much money on my cars and my toys and stuff. Look at all that's just coming off. That's disgusting, you see what I mean? And that would be basically burnt onto your exhaust. So I'm going to make sure it's all cleaned up, spotless here. I'd recommend that you do the same with any exhaust install that you guys out there do. We even did it when I did it on my 370Z intake or exhaust install, the whole 9 yards. So I'm just going to clean it all up, make sure there's no fingerprints, no oil, no garbage on there, before it gets nice, hot, and burnt in there. So that's all I'm basically doing. And we're about to start the sucker up, and for the very first time, and watch it come alive. So I'll see y'all in 2. Alright, what I thought we'd go ahead and do real quick is actually just a sound before and after. So what we're going to do is do the sound beforehand. So I backed it up out, so it's kind of hanging out of the garage here, so it's not too loud and echoing in the garage. Let's go ahead and start it up and actually see what it sounds like. So this is your stock exhaust right here. As you can tell, it is super loud, really gets out other drivers' attention, and it makes you look really sweet and awesome out there. Let's go ahead and rev it up now so I can show you how sweet it really is. So it's not like it's super loud or anything like that. It definitely does have a much higher tone, But you can see that it's actually not going to be super loud compared to a sexy exhaust, aftermarket exhaust, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead, roll it back inside in the shade because it's 90-something degrees here in October today. We'll go ahead and get it installing. I'll see you in a second. Alright, you guys, remember how it was sounded like a lot before? Well, it was just stock. Let's go ahead and see what it sounds like before. You can see the inserts all in there if you were wondering. So some people take the stuff out to make it a little bit louder. I'm just going to leave it as stock for now, just so you guys get a general idea of what you're going to get if you order from Two Brothers. Let's go ahead and see what she sounds like. Ooh, much deeper tone here. Much deeper tone. Let's go ahead and rev it up and see what it sounds like. Oh yeah, that sounds a lot better. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Well, there you go, guys. I really hope you like this quick install video. It's probably going to last a little bit longer than normal. If you're a pro at installing and stuff like that, mechanic, it's not going to take you more than 10 or 15 minutes to do it. You know, I'm just a hobbyist, so it maybe took me a little bit longer, and I wanted to show you the step-by-steps of getting it all done. But wow, this sounds a lot louder. So, guys, for a special treat today, because I love you all and I love my subscribers so much, I'm going to go ahead and start the GTR. Let you sit and listen to the exhaust on that. This is the aftermarket exhaust. It's called the Tanabe Medallion exhaust. And we'll do a little bit of side-by-side comparison from the Two Brothers to a GTR exhaust. How do you guys like that? And if you did like it, make sure you slam me with that thumbs up, share the video, and I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Two Brothers exhaust from the 2018 Honda Grom line. I love this build series. Let's go have some fun with the GTR. Alright, here we go. I think you might like this kind of a little bit of a comparison video here. Why not compare a 125cc Grom to a 545 horsepower GTR? Woohoo! Here we go. And there you go. I hope you really like it. I love doing this kind of fun stuff for you guys on my YouTube channels. I absolutely love it. So enjoy. Let's go have some fun with the Grom. Take care.